All right, everybody. Hi, welcome back. Attorney Steve Vondran, and welcome to another exciting episode of Litigation Whiteboard. Today, we're talking about copyright registration and the proper timing. This falls under 17 USC, United States Code, Section 412. Guys, this is one of the most often misunderstood concepts in photo infringement, but this applies to all types of creative works, film, video, software, anything that can be creative that's registered with the United States Copyright Office. The timing to bring your suit, this is so confusing, but yet so simple. Let's make it easy. Let's head to the Attorney Steve Litigation Whiteboard. Woo! All right. So this is the timing. This is one of the most common questions I get. Our firm handles quite a few photo photographers that are going after infringers that are infringing their photos online, usually for, I will say almost always for commercial purposes without paying the proper licensing fee. This is copyright infringement, but this is the question I get all the time. Okay, so there's a difference in photo infringement law, and when I say photo infringement, I am talking to copyright in general. This applies to any copyright registration, okay? There's a difference between something being unpublished. That means maybe it's a book of photos your grandfather took. It's sitting up in an attic, beautiful work, and they never published it. It's just sitting in a box. Maybe your grandkid comes in and says, "Holy cow, look at all these things," and somebody gets a hold of them and they post it online. Well, that's an unpublished work because it was never offered or sale for lease. This is the definition of publication, is distributing to sell, lease, lend, that sort of thing. So if it is unpublished and not registered with the United States Copyright Office, photographers can register up to 750 images at once for one low fee. $65 last I checked. Why not do it? If it's unpublished, you risk somebody finding it, publishing it, infringing, and you can't get this is the holy grail in copyright law, is you want to be able to get statutory damages and attorney fees, okay? You want both. You want to be able to get your statutory damages and attorney fees. Why? You can't always prove $10,000 in damages for a single photo being posted. You can't always prove that. But if you have statutory damages, you can recover a fair and reasonable fee to deter, so forth. But also your attorney fees. That's how guys like me can take your case on a contingency fee basis, no recovery, no fee. Check below there. But that's the holy grail. So if you can't get that, you're really limited to what we call actual damages. That's the licensing fee. What's it worth? You sell it for $200 online. Good luck. Lawyer's probably not going to take your case. You can go into the small claims court where you have claims up to 30 grand. This is in Washington, D.C., the Copyright Claims Board, CCB. Sure, you could do that. But again, if you can't get statutory damages, attorney fees, probably not the best case in the world. So it is encouraging, the law is encouraging you to register your images. Why? The answer to 99 out of 100 questions is... Show me the money! Money. They want you to file, to register, to pay the fee. Okay, it's not much, but it adds up when half the country's doing it, right? But that is designed to get you to register with the United States Copyright Office, not to be confused with the Trademark Office, U.S. Patent and Trademarks. That's a separate office. These go to the Copyright Office, Washington, D.C. All right, so the law wants to encourage you to register, to get the fees. That way, when you register, other people are on notice. It's there. It's constructive notice. You can go find it. Tim, it's not the easiest to find, don't get me wrong. But you can have the other people on notice. If they're not on notice, why should you be entitled to such dramatic fees? As I note here under 17 USC 504 and 505, you can get up to $750 to $150,000 per infringed copy or infringed title that you have, okay? So that's a lot of money. Now, you're not always going to ring the bell at $150,000. Let's get serious here. But anyway, that is the point, that these damages are very, very important. And this allows you, the registration allows you to get into federal court. Okay, that's where cases are heard. Exclusive federal court jurisdiction. Only the federal courts can hear that. And also now the new Copyright Claims Board. It came up a couple years ago. But again, so you take your chances, as I have here. You take your chances if they're unpublished and unregistered. You're best off registering them within publication date. So here we have the photo. Look at that pretty photo. Published, was distributed for sale, rent, or lease out to the public. When you do that as a photographer, make sure you're registering within 3 months or immediately thereafter. I have it down here, 3 months to register if you want to get the Holy Grail damages, statutory damages, and attorney fees. Register within 3 months, okay? Or if you forget to do that, and it's 5 months later, 6 months later, 8 months later, a year later, you can still do it as long as it's before you have knowledge of an infringement, okay? So you can still register 8 months, 2 years later if you have no idea anybody's ever infringed your thing. And this can come up in litigation. You can file a suit and somebody can go, well, when did you first find out about the infringement? Well, back here. Well, you registered it after you knew there was an infringement. Bye-bye, statutory damages and attorney fees. Bye-bye. You're stuck with actual damages now. Not so pretty, right? All right, so that's the rule, okay? And it's right here. I got it. I'll put it up there on the board for you. It's under 17 U.S.C. 412. And it just says, no award of statutory damages or attorney fees as provided under sections 504 and 505 shall be made for one, any infringement of copyright in an unpublished work commenced before the effective date of its registration. So you haven't registered it, you take your chances. Okay, that's one. Or number two, it's very short and simple here. Any infringement of copyright commenced after first publication of the work and before the effective date of its registration, unless such a registration is made within 3 months of the first publication or within 3 months of the first publication of the work, okay? So you have to make sure the law is encouraging you photographers, get out there, illustrators, you designers, creative people, all you creative artists out there, filmmakers, videographers, to register. You put something out there in the public, register it quick. That is your key to getting into federal court. That is your key to going after statutory damages and attorney fees. That's your key to getting an attorney like Attorney Steve to take your case on contingency fee basis. If you're tired of people stealing your works, ripping you off, shoot us an email. You know where to find us, and we can help you on a contingency fee basis if you qualify. We have certain standards that we need in every case. So, guys, that's it. That's a quick rundown of the timing requirements and copyrighted registration if you want those coveted attorney fees and statutory damages. That's what's going to give you some leverage. Also, as we've mentioned in other videos, photographers, creators, book writers, authors, everybody that creates creative goods has exclusive rights to distribute, make copies, make derivatives, do those kinds of things. It's also something that can be registered. Once you have your registration, you can register that with the Customs and Border Protection. So you can register that to protect your works coming overseas if you have that issue. Probably won't apply to a lot of people. And it's also registration is prima facie validity that you own the copyright. So guys, there it is. Sorry, I'm sweating. It's really hot in here with all these lights. But thank you for watching. That's a general overview. I hope that's been helpful. It's one of the most common questions that I always get. And I said, you know what? It's just time to do a video. Time to do a video here. All right. Have a great day, everybody. Got to get back. Got to run. Have a great day.